My man, ain't shit about John Gangster, cuz. My nigga ain't snitched on no nigga, never been break the fold. Why you think my nigga ain't got no break? Why you think he ain't bounced back out like the rest of these rappers?
Once again, Pooh Shiesty is in the news, only this time stakes haven't cooled down. See, instead of snitching on himself, he's been snitching on other people. That is, at least according to Wack 100. The story runs pretty deep, and maybe, just maybe, Wack's mouth has caught up with him. Worst part is though, Wack wasn't even the one who said it. But we'll get into all that, but how did we even reach here? And what did Shiesty finally say about being exposed by Wack 100? Shiesty was facing multiple potential life sentences, thanks to an involvement in 2 major crimes. The first happened in Bay Harbor Island, a small town with a population of less than 6,000 in Miami-Dade County. Shiesty was there to buy a pair of some Jordans, in addition to paying for a lime green McLaren he had rented. When he got there, it was reported that Shiesty and some of his homies got out of the car and surrounded the other party with weapons. 2 people were shot, and in the process of all the commotion, Shiesty dropped a bag filled with tens of thousands of dollars. This is when Shiesty's popularity was at its peak. He had a bond set for $30,000, and shortly after that, he made bail and got released, but it wouldn't last for long. See, the first incident happened in October 2020. About a half a year later, Shiesty caught another case. Shiesty was chilling at a nightclub in Miami with the homies just a couple of months after he got out of lockup. At first, nobody really knew what had happened outside of the crowd who was there that night. That is, until a video of the whole scene leaked on social media. The video starts with the narrator talking about how someone had hit a lick on Shiesty for $40,000. Apparently, this happened during the middle of his performance. After that, shots start popping off and the crowd goes running. During the panic of the whole thing, it turns out that Shiesty had hit a security guard in the leg. After everything went down, Shiesty decided to turn himself in since everything showed up clear as day on social media. It was then that he got hit with an aggravated battery charge. At this point, Pooh Shiesty's become pretty much synonymous for the phrase self-snitching. That's because in his recent case, that's exactly how the feds got him. See, Shiesty was posturing and flexing on Instagram near the time of the first case, and somehow the feds were able to match some of the serial numbers in the video he posted to some of the bills that were found in the bag of money he left behind. That means that while they might not have been able to pin Shiesty specifically, they could definitely make a case for the fact that he was there, and at the very least, he coordinated the whole thing. Of course, tons of people are screaming free Shiesty, from Lil Durk to Gucci Mane, whose label Shiesty is linked to. There was also tons of outcry from fans on Twitter, but people were just as quick to clown on Shiesty for using his social media irresponsibly. One fan said, Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty stayed talking about super specific crimes in they songs, bro, be like, slimed his ass in front of Krispy Kreme on hacks, crossed 50 shots, 3 people died. Another user pointed to recent events in the news saying, this is all just distracting us from them needing to free Pooh Shiesty. Lately, it's come out that people think that Shiesty's been snitching on more than just himself. Since Pooh Shiesty was charged with 2 other people, there have been some interesting developments in the case. First of all, when everything first popped off, Shiesty and his homies all decided that they were going to try out the not guilty angle. That recently changed. The 2 homies changed their status to guilty, as did Shiesty. He's no longer facing a possible life sentence, but he is still up for some serious time if things don't go as planned. He's also being held without bail, probably because the courts saw how that wound up last time Shiesty got out. See, at this point, Shiesty can't be held for longer than 8 years under the terms of a plea deal. That's just on the prosecutor side though. Given the fact that the judge doesn't necessarily have to follow the suggestions of prosecutors, he could still have landed himself 20 years in jail. We'll just have to see though. Now, there's something else to this. People have started questioning the fact that Shiesty changed his filing, as did the 2 homies. People are confused as to how the sentence got reduced so drastically. That all led to a few theories, and where else would those come from but the Clubhouse? For those who don't know, the Clubhouse is an app where a bunch of people get on a call and discuss really whatever they want. Wack 100, a record exec and real street dude, seems to have made the Clubhouse his platform, and a lot of people want to know what he has to say. The issue is that most of the time it's wild accusations with no ground in reality. I mean, this guy has been caught up in all kinds of scandals because of how he carries himself on the Clubhouse. Most recent problem he's had about none other than Pooh Shiesty. The other people in the room are talking about the case, and one dude, who actually isn't Wack, mentions a proffer. Now, a proffer is a court document that details aspects of the case which can be used as witness testimony or fact later in the case. Whether or not Shiesty actually snitched, there would be one of these documents, probably as a condition of the plea deal. Wack and the dude in the Clubhouse chat go on and on about how this must be that Shiesty snitched because they got a hold of the document and were able to read it. The issue is though, like we just said, this isn't proof that Shiesty snitched. It's just a document that was probably part of the deal.
I don't know. They just say he got a gun case. I think somebody told on him. You ask me.
Damn,
is somebody name in Pooh Shiesty paperwork?
Nah,
Yeah, his
it's a
name's in
few
Pooh
names.
Shiesty
Hell
paperwork.
yes, yes,
Pooh
names in there.
Shiesty talked about two niggas in his paperwork because he got two co-defendants. In his proffer, he mentioned both of them.
Oh man, why y'all making Memphis look bad like
We
Bro,
that?
ain't the ones that sat down
Come on,
for
ain't
the
got nothing to
proffer,
do
my
with
nigga.
Memphis, bro.
it ain't our fault.
Wait, hold on. Wait, slow down, bro. See, niggas, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with Memphis, bro. Some real niggas from Memphis. What you saying? When one person do something, that's on Memphis? Come on, bro. Cut that out, bro.
He carrying the weight right now,
No, the
especially
fuck
since
he ain't.
doggone.
He
Nah,
is,
he
bro.
The
That's
fuck
not.
what
he
he
No,
not,
he
is.
not.
bro. What
Man,
the
one
No,
man
he
hell?
don't
not,
speak
Yes,
for
bro.
himself.
See, Shiesty's lawyer was quick with a response to the whole thing, pointing out a few things. He said, this is 100% fake news. At Wack 100, there is no paperwork that would say Pooh Shiesty said a word about anything on anything. In fact, none of the three charged gave proffers on anything about anything having to do with other people. This is just a straight mistruth. They all took pleas to the same crime of one count of possession of a weapon during a crime. None of them gave a proffer about anything. It was a straight plea deal, with all of them having the other 3 life felony counts dismissed. But why bother with facts? Just throw something out for clicks. Sheesh, he kind of nailed him with that. But that's not all. Shiesty himself actually made a post talking about the whole snitching situation, calling Wack out. Shiesty said, I will never show in no paper that I sat down with the government and gave a statement on no one on the case for something in return. In that case, I will not be here. Factual proffer is not a government proffer where the weak will sit down until they so. Know the difference before you use my name in vain. Before I bit some cheese, I sat down and kept quiet. Anyone that enters a negotiation plea agreement, it'll be a factual proffer of the factual basis that the government will use in court to prove the guilt they trying to show. I want all you lame ass dudes to keep the same energy I stand on business. Even Shiesty's mother got involved. She tagged Wack in a story saying, Wack 100, your mammy raised the bitch. Miss Gladys raised the savage. It's kind of funny for real. Usually when we see moms chime in on this kind of stuff, it isn't like they're about to sit there and go for the throat like this. Usually it's moms upset because they don't think their kids did it. They're usually just sad though. Shiesty's mom seems fired up. There's also a problem here with what Shiesty and his attorney are saying, and for once, I'm gonna cut Wack some slack on this one. He made a post replying to Shiesty, his mom, and the lawyer where he pointed out that he actually tried to defend Shiesty and say that it could have been just a part of the plea deal. He said, Pooh Shiesty mother and I understand your emotions, but you respond to a lie. To the attorney, you're weird, learn the truth, you're a attorney, you're supposed to know what to address after doing your due diligence. If this is a representation of how you do your research, maybe you're the reason Pooh Shiesty caught the time. I got love for this man, politics are politics, what real is real. This is likely just a misunderstanding, and for once, Wack is kinda in the right here. At the very least though, there should be an important lesson here. If you're the guy who's known for stirring the pot and creating drama where it doesn't belong in the rap game, people are gonna be real quick to judge, even when the facts show that you were on the right side of this time. People are ready to dogpile on Wack, and as much as he wants to act innocent in all of these things, we've seen this kind of situation play out time and time again. He has a bit of a reputation, and it seems like he might have caught up with him. What do y'all think of this though? Did Shiesty actually snitch, or did he do the smart thing and take a plea deal for the sake of a shorter sentence? Is Wack actually in the right on this one, or is he just paying for gossiping all the time? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Definitely make sure you watch this next video too. As always, have a great day and keep it RIZZLE.